In London, thousands of migrant families wake every morning with one goal: to build a better life for the people they love. They work long hours, make sacrifices, and dream that every difficult day will create a brighter tomorrow. But sometimes, the greatest danger doesn't come from rising rents or the government.
Sometimes the danger begins quietly, inside the home itself.
This is the true story of a Nigerian family who almost lost everything. Their home, their savings, and even their marriage were pushed to breaking point. Not because they lacked income, but because small financial choices slowly became devastating consequences. This is a story about love, pressure, difficult lessons, and redemption.
When they arrived in London, hope filled every suitcase they carried.
They believed hard work would give their children every opportunity they never had. The husband secured a well-paid six-figure job, giving the family confidence that their future was finally taking shape.
His wife worked part-time, balancing employment with school runs, cooking, childcare, and everything in between.
They weren't wealthy, but they were comfortable, grateful, and optimistic about the life they were building together. They complemented each other perfectly. He planned carefully. She brought warmth, energy, and life into every room. Together, they truly believed they could overcome any challenge life placed before them. But as time passed, another influence quietly entered their home: the powerful pull of community.
Every Saturday, her circle of Nigerian friends gathered for lavish Owambe celebrations across London. Every invitation came with a new asoebi, beautiful fabrics, and another payment in British pounds.
£80, 120, sometimes even 200 for a single weekend.
To her, these weekends brought happiness and belonging. To her husband, they slowly became a growing financial burden.
Each month, he watched their expenses climb and wondered how long they could continue living this way.
Meanwhile, another invitation arrived, followed by another aso-ebi payment she felt she simply couldn't refuse.
Every celebration looked small on its own, but together, the costs quietly drained their savings. "We need to save more," he said.
The children need us.
"And our future depends on the choices we make today."
But in her mind, missing the party wasn't just staying home. It meant risking exclusion from the community. Among her friends, without the latest asoebi felt almost unthinkable.
While the celebrations continued, he spent most weekends alone, cooking, cleaning, and caring for their children. What started as occasional outings slowly became a routine that created distance inside the family. Neither of them realized it yet, but these small moments were becoming cracks in the foundation of their home. The warning signs were becoming impossible to ignore. Bills were increasing, while their savings continued to disappear.
She still believed life was meant to be enjoyed. The parties brought happiness, and she couldn't see the danger ahead.
The children missed having both parents together. Weekend after weekend, family time quietly slipped away. He wasn't angry. He was simply exhausted, carrying responsibilities he never expected to shoulder alone. Little by little, invisible cracks were spreading through their finances, their marriage, and their home. Then, without warning, his company restructured, and after a short meeting, he was told his position had been made redundant. He hadn't worked there long enough to receive a substantial payout. Their financial safety net disappeared almost overnight.
He walked home carrying a small box, wondering how he would tell his wife that everything had changed.
In a single conversation, hope gave way to uncertainty. The family, day after day, he applied for new roles. But the replies came slowly, and the bills refused to wait.
Even then, old habits were difficult to break. Another invitation arrived, and the pressure to attend remained.
Month after month, the account balance shrank, until almost nothing remained. They began cutting back wherever they could. Smaller meals, fewer outings, and growing anxiety inside the home. Then one ordinary morning, a letter arrived that changed everything. It was a Section 8 notice. Months of rent arrears had brought them to the edge of eviction. For the first time, the reality became impossible to ignore. They could lose the only home their children knew. There was no shouting, no blame, only silence, fear, and the weight of... She looked through pictures of the celebrations that once brought her joy, and suddenly they felt painfully empty.
She asked herself one heartbreaking question. If we needed help today,
Who would truly stand beside us? Leader.
Deep down, she already knew the answer. The people who celebrated with her couldn't rescue her family.
At that moment, appearances no longer mattered. Protecting her family became far more important than pleasing society.
With tears in her eyes, she apologized. She admitted that the lifestyle they had normalized had come at a painful cost. They made a decision together, no more excuses. Every available hour would now be used to rebuild their future. They tracked every pound, reduced unnecessary spending, and finally worked together instead of pulling in different directions. For 8 difficult months, they sacrificed comfort, worked harder than ever, and slowly regained control of their lives. Then came the breakthrough. A new 6-figure opportunity finally arrived, bringing hope back into their home. This time, they built an emergency fund, invested consistently, and made financial planning part of everyday life.
Things changed. She still attended cultural events, but not every celebration, not every weekend, and not every invitation.
Every decision became intentional. Their financial goals now mattered more than social expectations.
Money was no longer spent for approval. It was spent according to a clear plan. The husband changed too. He became more open, more communicative, and far more proactive.
Month after month, together they built an emergency fund capable of protecting their family.
Their confidence slowly returned. Not because of appearances, but because they finally felt financially secure.
That's why saving matters. That's why planning matters. That's why honest conversations matter. And perhaps most importantly, that's why unity matters. When this family faced their greatest challenge, appearances couldn't save them. Social status couldn't save them. Their friends couldn't save them. What carried them through was each other. If you're building a life in the United Kingdom, let this family's experience be your reminder. Live below your means. Prepare for uncertainty. Build an emergency fund and invest in your future. Choose your influences carefully. Not everyone applauding you today will stand beside you tomorrow. Protect your family. Protect your home. Protect your future.
Because the strongest foundation any family can build isn't wealth, it's unity. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more real-life housing stories.